Welcome to Colorado Homes and Lifestyles, where style comes home. This recording is brought to you by Aftersight, and it is intended to be used solely by individuals who are blind or have low vision.
Thank you for joining us for the November-December 2023 Cozy Winter Abodes issue of Colorado Homes and Lifestyles magazine. My name is Jerry Gingras. From the editor, O Tannenbaum. The holidays bring out family traditions, and in my family, ours is the last tree standing. It started when my daughter was in college. She wanted us to wait and get a Christmas tree after she arrived back home. So sometimes that meant we would be racing from place to place looking for a tree on Christmas Eve. Many of the vendors had packed up and gone home, but every year we inevitably find a tree and stories that come with it. We have met the nicest people, volunteers at nonprofits, proprietors who help us tie our often Charlie Brown tree atop the car, and kind souls who load us down with extras, like an amazing bag for taking down the tree without pine needle mess, extra greenery and boughs, and even a beautiful wreath. Our Christmas tree hunt is one of my favorite traditions. Holiday traditions are something mother-daughter duo Carla McElroy and Michelle McElroy Moriarty of Carla's A Classic Design help their customers observe. They also celebrate a few of their own, including a yearly visit from Santa. You'll find their story along with holiday decorating trips on page 49. Interior designer Tally Oren shares her holiday style, page 56, and our Colorado gift guide provides ideas for everyone who is nice on your list, including Fido, page 35. In this Cozy Winter Abodes issue, several homeowners follow a fresh, untraditional path when it comes to designing their homes. A Colorado Springs family did not want a log cabin feel for their Breckenridge home, opting instead for a Scandi modern vibe, page 64. In Mad Men in the Mountains, homeowners chose mid-century modern furnishings over the traditional log cabin look. No matter how you celebrate, whether it's observing family traditions or forging new ones of your own, I wish you a joyful holiday season. P.S. For a holiday gift idea, check out our magazine gift offer on page 63. Darla Warden, Editor-in-Chief. Fresh Style, Style Maker. Michelle Wilhite, Denver-based mom, wife, and handbag designer, shares her favorite things. MichelleWilhite.com. Colorado Museum 1. My daughter and I visit the Denver Museum of Nature and Science a few times a year, and we always learn so much. For instance, I just discovered that Denver used to have a beach and a tropical climate. The museum actually has a rendering of what Denver used to look like back in the prehistoric days, with palm trees and ocean. Denver Museum of Nature and Science, 2001 Colorado Boulevard, dmns.org. Holiday gift ideas. 2. Some delicious treats, all made in Colorado, would be so cute grouped together in a holiday gift basket. On Tap Kitchen's pretzel shortbread cookies, $8 a bag, made in Lafayette. Anelabe's honey hard candy, $8.75 a box, and a jar of Anelabe's Colorado raw honey, $9.50 a jar. OnTapKitchen.com, Anellabes, spelled ANELLABEES.com. Home Design Store 3. White Peacock in Cherry Creek has the most beautiful home decor selection. It's mostly tabletop, which is perfect because I love hosting dinner parties and setting a pretty table. I recently purchased some pink Ginori dinner plates, which have since become my absolute favorite. I also really like the Lark and Homebody for gifts. Ginori dinner plate, $132 each. White Peacock, 2440 East 3rd Avenue, Denver. WhitePeacockDenver.com. Favorite artist. 4. I have so many, but Brenda Bogart, Selena Beaudry, and Lori Glavin are a few of my top choices. They can all be found at my all-time favorite art gallery, Blueprint Gallery in Dallas. I'm a Texas native. Blueprint-gallery.com. Colorado Activity 5. Hiking is my absolute favorite thing to do in Colorado. I hiked Hanging Lake this past summer and was blown away by the gorgeous waterfall at the end. Reservations are required, so book your time slot online. Hanginglake.com. Sheets Bedding 6. I recently purchased Matuk bedding at the Brass Bed. The sheets are so beautiful and luxurious. There's something about going to a store and being able to touch what you are buying. Brass Bed Fine Linens and Furnishings, 3113 East 3rd Avenue, Denver, brassbedfinelinens.com. Workout Venue 7. I go to Barry's in Cherry Creek every week for an HIIT workout that mixes 50% running on a treadmill and 50% strength training. It's so hard, but I always leave the studio feeling good. Barry's, Denver, 260 Josephine Street, barrys.com. Hair Salon 8. I've been going to Heather Lynn at the Look Salon in Denver, and I schedule an appointment with her to curl my hair before an event. My favorite product is Oribe Tri-Texturizing Spray. I spray it on after I style my hair for the perfect beachy look. Oribe Dry Texturizing Spray, $49. The Look Salon and Med Spa, 75 South Madison Street. The Look Salon Med Spa Denver.com. Clothing Designer 9. I wear a lot of color and prints, so my current favorites are La Double J, Ula Johnson, Cara Cara, and Zimmerman, all of which can be found at Perch in Denver and Vail. Perch is always my first stop if I need to find an outfit for a special occasion. Perchvail.com. Children's Store 10. Little Bird in Park Hill carries an amazing selection of children's clothing. My favorite brand is Pink Chicken. Plus, they offer children's haircuts. They also have cute toys that make great birthday gifts. Little Bird, 2200 Kearney Street, littlebirdenver.com. Fresh Style Holiday Tips. Daughter-mother design duo Michelle McElroy Moriarty and Carla McElroy enjoy spending the holidays with their extended family. Festive garland adorns a cozy fireplace. We believe the quality of the tree and garland is the most important part of holiday decorating, explains Michelle. Decorating their showroom for the holidays is serious business for the tight-knit team of Carla's A Classic Design in Centennial. Countless hours of planning go into turning the space into a winter wonderland. With themed trees, festive garland, and a store full of all things holiday, we are known for our Christmas decor and also for having the best gifts for all the loved ones on your list, explains Michelle McElroy Moriarty, the firm's lead interior designer. Interior design and holiday decorating are in Michelle's DNA. The designer learned the trade from her gifted mother, Carla, who founded Carla's A Classic Design in 1995 in the basement of her home. When Carla was a young child, she had shown interest in the field of design, often rearranging her mother's furniture to make the space feel just right. This devotion led to a successful career in design, spanning several cities and locales. Carla planted roots at her Centennial location, with her children helping to grow the business. All of her mother's training informs Michelle's award-winning design work today. Carla is semi-retired, says Michelle. We kids have now taken over most of the business. I am lead designer with my sister-in-law Shannon McElroy. My brother Wes is the inventory and warehouse manager. The team works in harmony while preparing their showroom for the holiday rush. Customers from all around the country stop by to browse the incredible assortment of holiday offerings. The same kind of care is taken when decorating for the holidays at home. Carla creates an inviting space for for Michelle and brother Wes and their children to celebrate the holiday, featuring a special visit from Santa Claus. My brother and I have 2 kids each. Since the kids were really little, Carla has had Santa visit each year at her house, says Michelle. Even though the kids are getting older, we still love this tradition and making magic and beautiful memories every year. It's the same Santa for the past 10 years, and he has become like family. It's such a wonderful day for us to sit back and remember what Christmas is really all about. Entrance. Not only are we a full residential and commercial interior design firm, but we also set up and decorate homes, says McElroy Moriarty. Our team goes to the clients' homes and sets up trees, garland, and accessories for both the inside and the front door area. Holiday tips from the pros at Carla's A Classic Design. Remove original string or ornament hooks from ornaments and hot glue the tops with floral wire. This allows the ornament to be wired around the branch, explains Michelle. This way it holds tighter to the branch and fits exactly where we want it. Start decorating the tree with the largest size ornaments. After hanging all of the big ones, move to the next largest size, and so on and so on. After that, add in the floral and decorative picks. Then finally, ribbon. Add coordinating garland to the room featuring the Christmas tree, including the fireplace, staircases, doors, and windows. Add holiday decor to all of the rooms in the house, including the primary bedroom and guest bedrooms. There is nothing more magical than a beautiful lit tree to look at while you go to sleep, says Michelle. Fresh Style Mountain Retreat. Childhood shapes everyone's consciousness, especially memories about place. This is why the house where a person grows up can create an indelible emotional blueprint. For interior designer Amy Pigliacampo, her nostalgic vision involved a specific silhouette. I've been obsessed with A-frame houses since I was a little kid, she says. I grew up next to one. The style captured Pigliacampo's imagination to such a degree that when her family was searching for a mountain retreat, an A-frame was the only option. While scrolling through Zillow, she saw a 1970s A-frame pop-up. This is the house, she announced. It was really ugly, but the bones of it were awesome. A week and a half after calling a random realtor, it was ours. Pretty quickly, Pigliacampo realized the house was not family-proof. Our kids were small and we had a tiny little dog, she says. It wasn't a very safe cabin, and once we started construction, it was even less safe. Since the house had neither a driveway nor a staircase, access was the first order of business. I actually don't know how anyone got up there. It looked impossible, she recounts. The cabin needed to be a smart investment for the young family. We had 2 goals, Pigliacampo explains. We wanted a really good rental property and a case study project that would be a dramatic transformation. She was excited to start work, but one of us had to stay with the kids. Luckily, she was able to design from home while her husband, Corey Sapinski, worked on site, serving as the general contractor. He gets a lot of credit for bringing my vision to life, she says. Pigliacampo, whose father is from Italy, named the Camp Altezza. In Italian, Altezza means altitude, a fitting name for a home located more than 10,500 feet above sea level. Building on the cabin's moniker, Pigliacampo found inspiration in a blue and white tile from clay. The tile is actually the jumping-off point for the whole scheme. I liked the steep triangles, which referenced the mountains, and the A-frame shape. Camp Altezza needed to reflect Pigliacampo's own family and illustrate her professional skills. My vision was to not have anything that felt expected in a cabin, she said. I wanted a 1970s Scandinavian chalet with a pretty simple color palette. Black, white, leather, and little bits of navy blue. The kids were easy to win over. We make snow cream, ice cream with snow as a special ingredient. That is their favorite thing about going to the cabin. Pilia Campo and her husband enjoy Camp Altezza's simple pleasures. It's stunning up there, she notes. I can see stars like I've never seen in my life. It's closer to the sky, and you can almost perceive that. Inside the cabin, she enjoys the cozy style, warm fire, and her newfound hobby, dollhouses. I made an A-frame dollhouse, so we have a mini A-frame inside the A-frame, she muses. Fresh style, inspired design. When job opportunity in Colorado Springs came calling 7 years ago, native Floridians Oreda and Edwin Roman packed up and moved west for the second time. Home had once been Utah, and they missed the Western lifestyle. The couple and their 17-year-old daughter adapted quickly to Colorado, so much so they opted to buy a second property in Keystone. We love the mountains and the seasons, especially winter, which we don't have in Florida, Oreda says. We prefer to live near the mountains and vacation at the beach instead of the reverse. The Romans found a 2-story new-build condo in Keystone and were able to influence some of the aesthetics before the property was completed. The couple enlisted Colorado Springs-based Julie K Design Studio to create a Scandinavian-inspired ambiance. We did not want a mountain cabin feel, continues Oreda. Designer Julie Riggin used textured walls and accessories, accent lighting, and artisan backsplashes to give the home a very individualized appearance. They wanted to use a lot of natural materials and have a Scandinavian boho feel, which I think we really achieved, Riggin says. Riggins sourced a wood tambour, painted vintage green for above the fireplace in the living room, and the same product in white oak for the backdrop to the dining table. A curvaceous rattan center light is a talking point in the open-plan living dining area. The bohemian feel to the space is further evidenced by the gauzy texture of the drapery panels chosen for the wraparound windows. There is an intimacy that is created in this space that encourages us to spend more time together than we do in our other home, Oreda says. A banana stem fiber wallpaper delivers a dramatic background in the primary bedroom, emphasized by the rope bedside lighting. The guest bathroom gives a nod to the locale, with modern toile depicting traditional ski scenes. Riggins looked to the Swiss flag for inspiration as a patterned backsplash in the kitchen. Brushed brass hardware brings a richness to the muted gray tone cabinetry. Brass-based swivel stools with walnut tops further complement the aesthetic and add another nook for the family to gather. Hand-selected pieces of art dot the property, including a cluster of tamarind bowls on the walls by the staircase to the second floor. There is no rhyme or reason to the layout. They were very much hung organically, Riggins says. Oreda found a painting for her daughter's room that coincidentally hangs in harmony with an elaborate fabric-framed mirror. She loves modern art and strong women, and this piece of art seemed to perfectly combine those two elements, Oreda says. For me, it's a representation of her young, strong personality. The family relishes time together in their mountain getaway and makes the most of what every season brings. Our family loves skiing and snowboarding, and Keystone is one of our favorite resorts, Oreda said. The location also makes it easy to jump on the highway to visit other ski resorts. In the summer, we love to bike to Dillon, Frisco, and Breckenridge and enjoy what those communities have to offer. Fresh style, dazzling interiors. Sunday nights at the Middleburgs' home in Golden are a family affair, more so than most. Not only is the dining table abuzz with family, but the 1-acre property is a magnet for a 50-strong elk herd, which has a knack for showing up at the empty nester's home at the same time. It is exactly the vision Mary and Joe Middleburg imagined 10 years ago when he retired and they swapped city life on the East Coast for semi-rural living in the Denver foothills. Joe was raised in Denver and yearned to return west, where the couple would experience the countryside while being able to dip in and out of the city for arts and culture. They settled on a 6-bedroom, 3-level property with extensive views of the natural surroundings. It feels almost like a treehouse as the outside feels part of the house, Mary says. The home had been reworked over the years with the repurposing of 2 bedrooms into a home office plus a game room. More recently, the Middleburgs enlisted Studio ML for an extensive makeover of the interior. The couple's 3 children all live nearby and frequently visit. We wanted to create the home in a way that it doesn't feel overwhelming for the 2 of us, but we have a space to spread when needed, Mary continues. Chelsea Amell opted to embrace a sense of the local surroundings while paying homage to Mary's East Coast heritage. I love how we were able to seamlessly integrate the new design with the existing conditions to truly make the space feel cohesive and intentional, Amell says. Structurally, the house was left untouched. Wainscot paneling was installed and painted a darker shade of off-white to add a level of detail to the main living and dining areas and to the staircase. Carpet was removed and replaced with parquet wood flooring in the entryway and living room, which complements the original oak floors. It was just a clever touch and reminds me of a parquet floor I had in Manhattan back in the 80s, Mary says, laughing. Floral wallpaper in the bathroom is reminiscent of local wildflowers and generates a softness to coincide with the flowing window coverings and textured accessories used throughout. Amell chose to keep some of the original features, such as a copper sink that she used as inspiration for a copper table in the great room and for lighting finishes. Lighting throughout the home emulates a traditional yet modern visual, evident especially in the kitchen, where existing cabinetry was repainted and fitted with bronze hardware. Patterned fabric, stairway carpeting with brass stair rods, and a statement built-in bookcase in the office give a nod to tradition and bring the home full circle back to its classic roots. Out and about. Lifescape Colorado annual end of summer wind down was held Thursday, September 7th at Lifescape Colorado in partnership with ASID Colorado and CH&L, Denver's top design professionals, gathered for a wine tasting featuring Lifescape's private label vintages. On Wednesday, August 30th, the American Society of Interior Designers, ASID Colorado, hosted its 25th annual Crystal Awards. The night of class, camaraderie, and crystals celebrated the winning projects of Colorado's premier designers. Awards were given to both commercial and residential categories, topping off the night with ASID's prestigious Grand Crystal Awards. Nightlight. It was Colorado's D.D. Sturgeon, an electrician set on cheering his 6th son with a string of incandescent balls dipped in red and green paint, bedecking a tree outside the boys' window in 1914, who set alight a national obsession with twinkling outdoor holiday displays. 5 years later, an enterprising Denver City electrician swapped Civic Center Parks' lighted globes for colorful Christmas versions, eventually earning a budget from the mayor and illuminating City Hall as Denver gained global seasonal cheer cred as the Christmas capital of the world. In 1932, the concave Beaux-Arts facade of the new Denver City and County building offered a fresh Christmas canvas that proved treasured centerpiece to local celebration. These days, rendered energy efficient and capable of color changes at the flip of a switch with LED bulbs, the cherished annual display springs to life with the Light the Light ceremony on November 22nd, continuing its merry and bright reign through January 21st. Thank you for joining us for the Colorado Homes and Lifestyles magazine. My name is Jerry Gingras.
You've been listening to Colorado Homes and Lifestyles, where style comes home. If you enjoyed this program, please register for our free services at www.aftersight.org or by calling 303-786-7777.